Yuta is just Toko's split form given personality. I'm sorry, Yuta's Genocide Jack? Oh no! He's in the squad! Lawrence uses all of his mana coins to buy out Avi's wares and despairs for the. That might be the intro. Good day, good people. It is time for a seasonal tradition that's been a seasonal tradition for a hot second. Toon Link Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalicars, few know me as the man who's ready to see who's making their last stand. You're the Zenith, United States Aviator. Welcome back to Dawn Gone Rampa Hunger Games Tag Team Last Stand, where all of the tag teams this season will go for one last shot at one last spot outside of the fan votes in the tag team finale. And fan votes, I mean you guys get just one. Just one thanks to Manga Mayhem, and it will be the classic fan vote that we've been doing for the past few seasons because you guys have just gotten one. There's a battle royale to find out who you guys think deserves it the most. But I guess that one will open right after this because this is the last week. Fan voting opens this week. Crazy stuff, right? However, I know you guys are ready. I'm ready for it. Let's go ahead and let's break everything in here. We got all the teams who haven't made it, and they are Where's My Glove, Headphone Vibin', Rock On, The Horn Bearers, Selfless Saviors, Hashtag Spoiled, Corrupted, Code Duel Managers, Jailbirds, Robotics Club, Cutting Words, To Be Me, A Fairy's Guide to Everything Magical, Kirigiri Protection Agency, Do You Remember, Bob Squad, Watching the World Burn, Cat Owner's Paradise, Sinister Side, Paw Snip, Heart Healthy Diet, Mama and Daddy, Well-Fed Athletes, Seeking Justice, The Apothecary, Identity Crisis, Carry On, Kiss from a Rose, Shadow Machine, God Mode, Strong and Soft, United We Fall. Oh, poor United We Fall. Unhealthy Obsessions, Grand Scheme, Sugar Daddies, Concealed Blades, Royal Shepherds, Unhinged Commanders, Eternally Internal, Final Gambit, Sour Patch Kids, Retirement Home, Accessorize, Him Bros, The Mets, Mathletes, Anthropology, and Set of Pipes in their entirety. These teams are ready to do battle one more time. Make your picks for first, second, and third. Which three teams are going to make it to the top three spots, and which team is going to claim the big victory this season and have momentum going on to the grandest stage of them all, the tag team finale. I'm gonna make my picks, and I know you know who I'm going to pick. I gotta go with my tag team Ride or Dies. I gotta go with Concealed Blades, Saikakai, and Edelgard. If I'm picking second place, and before I say that, your comments are important. Those picks are important. They help the channel. The comments help the channel. It makes sure that YouTube's algorithm is like, oh yeah, people are engaging. It likes engagement. I like engagement, and I like your comments because your comments are fantastic, spectacular. Like comments like this one. Comments like that one, even like that, even if you got just a funny comment, go and make that hee hee ha ha in the comments. I'ma like them, I'ma love them. And I'm gonna tell you the rest of my picks. Concealed Blades for first, give me the Bob Squad for second. I think they're about to make their mark today. And then lastly, give me Unhinged Commanders, Final Gambit. I've kind of been feeling Final Gambit for some reason. For some reason, I've really been feeling Final Gambit, so give me them for third. That's everyone who's here. I'm not going to dilly-dally too long at the start of this because I know this is a big, bad episode, and it's going to be a show of shows. I hope you're ready for it. Let's go on. Let's get ready. And let's... Oh, yeah, actually, that makes sense. Wait a minute. I know some of you have probably noticed. I didn't actually notice. These are off. Who would have thunk? Hold on. Let me turn these on real quick. Hold on a second. Okay, this is embarrassing, I know. Is the battery? Can't even open the bat. Oh gosh, the battery's gone. Oh, that wasn't a part of this bit. Oh gosh, wait a minute. Yo, me, don't cut this out. Don't cut this part out. Gosh. Okay, put that back in. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Okay. Still nothing. Not even resetting the battery work. Come on. Oh gosh. Oh no, all of... Oh. I hit it again. Yo, we gotta get the wiring checked out in here, for real. Someone's gotta, we gotta get an electrician in here, but hey. Let's do this. Let's roll this bad boy. Asnir, it's been a fun season. You'll be back come finale time, but let me tell you, for right now, we are resimulating. Oh, do you see that? Do you see this? Well, I do believe you do, because this is a classic. Thank you, Asnir, for Tag Team One Last Stand. We were simulating, not just one time, not just 2 times, not 3 times, not even 4 times, but for all these teams in their very last stand, we were simulating 5 times. Let's do it. Let's head to the bloodbath. I grant all of you the most expert of luck, and I don't mean that in a jinxing way, but it might happen that way. Let's proceed and let's see what unfolds as we strike up the bloodbath. Kaito, my guy. Hornbearers, sound the horns. Kaito, do better, please, do better. Gosh darn it, Kaito. Neku enters the arena via skydiving, which is pretty dope. Toko finds Kaito hiding in the cornucopia and kills him. Kaito, Mai runs away from the cornucopia. The comments bet all their mana coins on Nanai Achiaki, so she better win. She better win for those Mets, because the Mets almost swept in their first series in seasonal play. The Mets won 3 games out of 4 against the Nationals. They almost swept them. They almost hit them with that sweep, I'll tell you what. They got 3 wins. Marco decides to head back to the cornucopia to look for supplies that could have been left during the bloodbath, which is now, when he goes to the middle of the arena, the cornucopia just isn't there. Nakamura runs away from it, and so does Tenmyuji. Yui runs away from the cornucopia. Daisaku gathers as much food as he possibly can. Kazuichi runs away from the cornucopia, as does Edelgard. Jeez Louise. Hajime finds a bow and arrow and some quivers. Taichi and Dojima run from the cornucopia. Former tag team partners they are. Ningguang ignores the game and goes looking for food. Kanji and Masaru fight Kori and Hina. Kanji and Masaru actually survive. That is 1/2 of Hina's team and 1/3 of Kori's team out already. Natsumi begs for, that's a lot of people down there, begs for one of the weapons that Izue picked up. He feels bad and reluctantly gives it to Natsumi, who immediately kills Izue with it. Well, he shouldn't feel bad anymore. Jotaro runs away with a lighter and some rope. Kanan snatches a pair of sais. Junko runs away from the cornucopia. Naoto, Karia, Celeste, Keiji, and Teddy have a party to boost morale. During it, Celeste turns off the lights and kills Naoto. Oh no, not Naoto. Shinyan runs away from the cornucopia. Kazuha runs away as well. Aiko finds a teleporter, teleports her to Garrick Monastery. She steals an ancient relic and returns to the game. I think I want to put a teleporter in Orteal. I might do that. Joe runs away from the cornucopia. Kei finds a talking Komodo dragon inside of the cornucopia. The reptile says that he is Yosuke, and that Asnir's placed a curse on him, and the only way for that to be broken is for Kei to kiss him. Kei reluctantly obliges, kissing Yosuke, returning him back to normal. Thank goodness he returned to normal. We don't need any more Komodo dragons running around. Mitsurai runs away with a lighter, some rope. The Raiden Shogun gathers as much food as she possibly can. Monokuma runs away from the cornucopia. Chisa runs away as well. Rantaro convinces Mishima, Mahiru, Togami, Taka, and Shuichi to boycott the killing game. Good luck. Yuta finds a bag full of explosives. Leon scares Shiro away from the cornucopia. Turnip Boy takes a shockwave from inside the cornucopia. Lawrence finds a torn photo of Oda with a word friend scribbled on the back. Vike is beaten to death with a chair by Genocide Jack with the steel chair. Mukuro finds a huge rocket launcher. Paimon runs away, as so does Kibo. Marie finds a teleporter and teleports her to space. Yikes! Mew begs for one of the weapons the Crazy Yoko Extra Large has picked up. She feels bad and gives it to Mew. You don't do that! Mew's a danger, a threat! Tharja grabs a sword. That's not really what you'd usually use. Maybe it's 11 sword. Leonie finds a torn photo of Ryoma in her pocket. The word friend scribbled on the back. It's a lot of friendly photos. Sayaka and So fight for her back. So gives up and retreats. Sayaka could beat you in a fight up and down. I'm sorry, So. She really could. She's got that hidden strength. Peko finds a pack of 64 Crayola crayons inside of the cornucopia. The end cozies up to Jin and Kokichi looking for allies. Munakata runs away from the cornucopia. Mizuki scares Chie away from the cornucopia. Sarah runs away from the cornucopia. George is sick and tired of these reptiles, grabs a hat, grabs a net, and joins Avi's animal control. Glad to have you, George. Boss runs away with a ladder and some rope. Reiko enters the arena via skydiving. Crom finds a turtle inside the cornucopia and arena. He brings it along to the game. It's a slow little boy. Quark acts antisocial and refuses to introduce himself. Makoto decides to lend Avi a hand and kills a Komodo dragon that's loose in the arena. That's why I had a good feeling about Final Gambit. I vibe with them. Let's go. Let's go. Guys tries to explain to Monokuma that there's been a mistake and he's not supposed to be here. Kai takes a handful of throwing knives. Beat runs away from the cornucopia. Seiko is trampled to death by Fat Togambi, Maya, and Kyutaro during the initial rush to supplies. It's up to Sucrose for her team. Dimitri grabs as many weapons as humanly possible. Takamichi runs away from the cornucopia. Claude gets down on one knee, proposes to Tengen. Tengen laughs at Claude and continues to do so as he leaves him there. Is that all a part of his grand scheme? We'll have to wait and see. Ibuki runs away. So does Ryoko. Mondo finds a bag full of explosive. Fred ignores the opening ceremony and just plays video games with Juzo instead. Sucrose grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Sato, Hisano, and Shiki get into a fight. Hisano triumphantly kills them both. Don't doubt that old lady, she is the Death Arcana. Shoko finds a bow and some arrows in her quiver. Ranger gets down on one knee and proposes to Tiki. Tiki happily accepts. I'm sorry, Tiki, what did you do? I'm sorry, Tiki, wait, Tiki, my dragon wife? Teru finds a book titled To Kill Akane. A beginner's guide. Akane is both amazed and horrified at the level of detail within the book. By unpopular demand, it's Hiro. I like Hiro. Kurumi rips a mace out of Mikon's hands. Ruka comes to the arena to capture a dangerous killer that has escaped from an insane asylum. Kyoko and Kizakura fight for a bag. Kizakura gives up and retreats. Kaede and Alice agree to kill each other last. Iris smashes Yasuke across the face with a brick, but he just shrugs off the blow. Usami refuses to fall to despair. I believe that. Mama and Sonia agree to kill each other last. Haiji runs away from the cornucopia. Minimoto stays at the cornucopia for resources. Noelle was spacing out during the dice roll. Wonders if it landed on a 1. No, Noelle, I tell you, it's the 5. Yukiko runs away. So does Monica, and Azuri takes a shuckle from inside the cornucopia. This cornucopia? This bloodbath? Surprisingly not so brutal. I'll take it. We're gonna have ourselves a game today, I guess. A battle of attrition as Masaru at the start of this day sets up an ice cream shack and Joe, everyone's best friend, comes and buys some. It was delicious. Maya gets drenched in honey. It is bee season. Unfortunately, she's allergic to the honey and she does die, but she's not allergic to the bees. The bees are beautiful. They save your beautiful bees. Boss is theorizing about how best to counter Avi's jinx. You know, Boss, if you make it to the final 10, you might be one of my picks because, we do love Boss. Reiko tells a frustrated Ryoma to chill out. Hajime cuts down a tree which falls onto Shuichi, killing him. Poor Shuichi, he's had a rough one. Ibuki and Mama look for more people to become friends with. Mitarai hangs up a mistletoe in the arena. Kanan is trapped in a box with a small device that can release a deadly poison every hour. Is she dead? Is she alive? We can only come find out if we click proceed. Juzo receives a first aid kit from the comments section. Quark and Ryoko work together to toss Nekamaru's items in a lava. Shoka confesses how much he has come to hate Akane. Akane's like, yeah, feelings mutual. Makoto is the best there is. Makoto's the best there was. And gosh darn it, Makoto's the best there ever will be. I remember a couple seasons, maybe even last season, he was trying to antagonize me, but this season, I'm starting to feel like we're going a little ways back. Not way back, but just a little ways back. Monokuma's making Yuta angry. Monokuma's not gonna like Yuta when he's angry. He wins titles when he's angry. Takamichi receives medical supplies from a secret admirer. Jin sees a completely pale Kazuha washed ashore, unmoving. Jin gives him CPR, revives him. Mew decides to lend Mia a hand, kills a Komodo dragon that's loose in the arena. Is that using the weapon that you got from Crazy Yoko Extra Large? Mew. You'll love to see that. Toko finds the remains of a Viking ship. Tenmyoji makes a deal with Kai. I could see that. Kurumi commits a crime and runs away giggling. Iris convinces Daddy to climb into a hydraulic press and crushes him to death. You know what? Good job, Iris. Tharja attempts to massage Fat Togami's shoulders, but accidentally ends up strangling him instead. Azuru plays patty cake with the end. Sucrose receives medical supplies from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. Edelgar smells a rat. Togami is working on an ad that will appear in the next episode of the Danganronpa Hunger Games. Kyoko was using her secret technique, running away! Gaius sees Ruka holding a meeting with Jotaro, Korea, and Kazuichi. Oda diverts Chrome's attention, runs away. Monica throws some sand into the eyes of Kokichi. He's temporarily blind for the rest of the game. Taichi spears Aiko in the abdomen. Junko holds Neku's head underwater. Neku grabs her arms, pull her into the lake with him. They are unable to kill one another. They just simply swim away. Two powerful minds right there. Turnip Boy chews too much gum and dies of horrible stomach pains. Really, Turnip Boy. Really. Claude and So kiss under the mistletoe. I guess Claude is like, hey, this is your former partner, Kokichi? Is this all a part of your scheme? Rent, you know what, I hope Claude wins. I hope Claude wins. I hope he does a whole lot of, like, a bunch of questionable things and just wins. I'd be here for that. I was like, it was all a part of his scheme. Taro slips the entire way from away from everybody else. Alice sets up an ice cream stand. The Raiden Shogun joins as Alice's faithful assistant. She does love those sweets. Beat sprains his ankle while running away from Mukuro. Kizakura commits a crime, also runs away giggling. Ningguang exclaims, not the Naes for no reason in particular. Nani Aichiaki uses her special attack on range with a Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It does no damage. Dojima sprains his ankle while running away from Mishima. Noelle is also trapped in a box. Deadly poison every hour. Is she alive? Proceed, we'll find out. Kyutaro wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Lauren sits down next to him, has a talk with him. Chie makes a deal with Leone. Yui questions her sanity. Yosuke gets his hand stuck in a can of Pringles. Yasuke pimp slaps Kaede off of a cliff. Taka questions Daisaku's sanity. Munakata drinks cactus juice and starts to hallucinate. He's wibbly wobbly, overcome with madness. Peko chains Tiki to a tree and makes her watch as she drowns Yukiko. Chihiro uses Christmas magic and now it's December. I hope y'all are feeling festive. He confesses how much he has come to hate Minamimoto. Minamimoto's like, hey, the feeling's mutual. Tengen sets up an ice cream shack. Keiji comes and buys some. It was awful. Keiji burns down the shack, killing Tengen. Haiji and Natsumi look for more people to become friends with. Genocide Jack starts a cult. Marco, Hiro, Kibo, and Chisa happily join. That could be a dangerous cult. Paimon asks Mondo, do you think I'm some sort of clan? Mondo's like, maybe. He's never played Genshin. George tries to find every Monokuma on the school grounds. Shinyan discovers the remains of a pirate ship. Hopefully it's not the Crux. Mayu is theorizing how best to counter Avi's jinx. We'll see about that. You actually need to, because I did pick the Bob Squad. Yeah, that's wise. That's really wise. My panders to the audience. She's a good panderer. Sony steals from Sayaka while she's in looking. Fred discovers a river. Dimitri sees Kay holding a meeting with Celeste, Crazy Oko Extra Large, and Teru Teru. Mizuki finds a water gun, fills it up with holy water, fires it at Hisano, getting her wet. Sarah receives a first aid kit from the comment section. Usami drives up to Maki Donald's, wants an ice cream. She gets some, she's lucky, and Mikan takes Leon to Suplex City. We didn't lose that many. We lost 19, which sounds like a lot, but isn't really that many in the grand scheme of this Claire de Lune 4. Kaito, Kori, Hina, Izuoi, Naoto, Vike, Marie, Seiko, Sato, Shiki, Maya, Shuichi, Daddy, Fat Togami, Aiko, Turnip Boy, Kaede, Yukiko, Tengen. Because when we see everybody's statuses and we do a control F alive, we have 104 people left. We have a big old game left. A big old game. And that big old game is going to continue when I click proceed. We'll do a slow scroll to see how many people are left. Are any teams completely out? That is what I wanted to see. Chihiro's all alone. That's the big news today. I don't think any team is completely out yet, though. Noelle survived the box. United We Fall has the one, and nobody's completely out. Nobody's completely out. Yeah, nobody's completely out. We still have 104 people left to go. Let's get down to it. Let's get down to it as Alice challenges Monokuma to a dance-off. This was actually a distraction so Mama could sneak. Did I? Wait a minute. I know I did this. I know I did. But I don't think my brain, it like stopped registering that I have Hiroko's nickname in here as Mama, because whenever I just see her face, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Mama. She snaps Monokuma's neck. Good on you. That's for insulting Hiro. She was waiting for that moment. Togami grabs a dumbbell and starts working out. History. Reiko questions her sanity. Quark and Fred tell each other their greatest fears in order to grow each other's trust. Ryoko is in the house. It's a party every week, baby, if she can remember the address. Nekomaru attempts to sneak into the back rooms of Yoko's items and misfortunes, but gets seen by they have police working at Yoko's items and misfortunes? We'll see about that. Despite Usami's desperate begging, Kanji decides to leave her campsite. Dimitri uses his night vision goggles to navigate the arena. The Raiden Shogun, Munakata, Taka, and Saika all find a big red button. They all watch in horror as the Shogun presses the button. You've doomed us all, they say. They, expecting something bad to happen. Nothing happens, leaving the Shogun disappointed, and everyone else glad that nothing's happened. She was like, could this potentially lead to some sort of eternity? I don't know. But what does feel eternally fantastic is you getting a hold of Mount's soundboard and playing something absolutely glorious. You love to see that, you love to hear it, and we love to root for Yui because she is glorious. Good on her, but we still gotta proceed. Ryoma tries to sing himself to sleep. Marco is bitten by a black mamba. Tharja has some anti-venom and is able to save Marco's life. Akane and Jin exercise under the stars. Sarah forces George to kill Kizakura, or Iris, he decides to kill Kizakura. You hate to see it, Kizakura's gone. Yui, it's up to you. Takamichi starts a factory that mass produces missiles, so is this a threat? Mitarai takes yakiniku from an unknown sponsor. Nice. Haruka sets up camp for the night. Sonya disowns guys for being a disgrace to the family. Edelgard thinks about winning. Leone receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Pekka puts on a suave top hat. How fancy. Mizuki's obnoxious snoring renders Masaru, Sucrose, and Hisano unable to sleep. Junko's allergies keep her up all night. Junko, I'm so sorry. Does the whole squad have allergies? Maybe. So ships Ranger and Claude. Ranger and Claude are incredibly uncomfortable. Didn't y'all? Didn't Claude and So kiss earlier? Huh. Chisa wants to speak to the manager of AV's Wares and Despair's Muse bleeding out, but thankfully she receives fresh blood from an unknown sponsor. I don't know who's sponsoring the undisputed one, but good on ya. Tiki and Shoka huddle together for warmth. Kanan finds a care package. I see a lot of people down there, but it's probably nothing bad. Unable to open it, Minamimoto asks Ningguang, tell him go to sleep. Ningguang suddenly lifts Minamimoto onto her shoulders, dropping him on her knee. She's out, or he's out cold. Minamimoto's out cold. He's gone to sleep. Good on you, Ningguang. Boss exploits, beats kindness, and has him do a very humiliating task for her. Makoto chases Nane Aichiaki, Daisaku, and Rantaro trying to enforce a curfew. Mai, Kai, and Karia enter a scrum debate with Hajime, Haiji, and Paimon. They argue what the best starter in Pokemon is. Thinking quickly, Leon makes a homemade gun, using only some string, a squirrel, and a gun. Mikon stays awake all night. Yosuke, Chie, Celeste, and Teru play a friendly game of Uno, which Chie wins. She kicks butt. Kibo firebends Shinyan out of existence. You hate to see that. Kazuha buys every single version of Uno from AV's Wares and Despairs. In the dead of night, Kokichi ducks and dodges the laser defense system and manages to escape my arena. James Bond style, impressive, but he's still disqualified. Is that a part of the scheme by Claude to have his partner get disqualified? We'll see about that. Kazuichi steals my soundboard and is about to play something, but Karumi kills Kazuichi before he has the chance. Karumi gives me my soundboard back. Thank you, Karumi. Thank you for the common courtesy. You love to see that. Yuta is just Toko's split form given personality. I'm sorry, Yuta's Genocide Jack? Oh no! He's in the squad! Lawrence uses all of his mana coins to buy out AV's Wares and Despairs for that might be the intro. Chihiro signs a petition to change American Yeetball to football. I hope you win this one, Chihiro. Ibuki, Mukuro, Krom, and Joe tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. You thought it was Genocide Jack, but it was me, Dio! Juzo loves Kyutaro as much as Maki loves Kokichi. Yikes. Natsumi relaxes by her fireplace. Tenmyoji's ultimate move is fully charged. Uh-oh. The Inn submits an application to join the squad. Looks like he needs new friends. Crazy Yoko Extra Large signs a petition to also change American football to Yeetball. The girls. You love to see them. You love to see the girls out here supporting Yeetball. You love to see Chihiro out here supporting Yeetball. I think someone else supported Yeetball, right? I don't know. Everyone supports Yeetball. That's what I gotta say. Kyoko sneaks into the back rooms of Yoko's items of misfortunes, but is seen by an employee there. Hiro finds an etch-a-sketch, somehow ends up breaking it in frustration. Mondo destroys Dojima's supplies while he's asleep. Izuru latches onto Jotaro's back and blows himself up to try and protect Monica despite his best effort. Jotaro survives the blast. Souls for nothing, Izuru. For nothing. Mishima climbs into an exosol. Noel finds a discarded dimensional scythe. Although it has lost its abilities to open dimensional portals, at least in Orteal, It works very well for slicing Neku to pieces. Taichi. Praise to Atua that he makes it out alive with minimal bloodshed, of course, to build each other's trust. Oda and Yasuke do trust falls. On the very first instance, Yoda Heismans and lets Yasuke fall to the ground, and Kei questions his sanity. That was just the day, right? That was just the day. No, that was the night. That was just the night. I was saying we still have the day to get through. So, let's get through that day. As Toko attempts to strangle Natsumi but ends up massaging her shoulders at the start of this lovely day, Kibo makes a slingshot Kurumi, catches the despair disease and starts posing dramatically. Jin becomes a beekeeper, but the bees aren't happy. Keiji makes a finger gun and pretends to shoot Mama. The gun actually fires, shooting Mama fatally. How could you, Keiji? That's Mama right there. Sayaka starts writing a novel. Will she ever finish it? Rantaro, Junko, and Tenmyoji, let me tell you, they have an intervention for my pancake addiction. They don't know what that is. What's an intervention? They just give me more pancakes, and they just add to the horde of pancakes. But you know what? I love to see that, Junko. I love to see that, Rantaro. I love to see that, Tenmyoji. I love to see that. Tenmyoji's not someone I expected to get on this list, but he's here. And he's going to that World Pancake Championship Invitational. Mizuki accidentally blurts out the fact that she likes Monica in a non-platonic way. Monica accepts the accidental confession wholeheartedly. Mondo, Leon, Yui, Ningguang swim in a mystical lake hidden deep beneath the arena, whose mystical waters turn them into chibi forms themselves. Doesn't always have to be useful magic, but it sure is cute. Joe brains Mishima with a dumbbell. Fred finds his body and messes around with it for fun. Jeez Louise, Joe, what kind of... did you take some tips from Sarah? No, cause she's just vibing out here playing patty cake with Crom. Juzo exclaims, not the Komodos, for every reason in particular. Every single reason. Kai, Gaius, and Sucrose hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I show up and I'm like, hey, I like these three, but I don't care. Didn't ask. Ratio. Kyutaro somehow managed to delete Nekomaru, Mukuro, and Mikon from existence while just saying, just Kyutaro, just the Mets, baby! Boss dies from hunger. You didn't counteract my jinx, my girl. Munakata stomps all over Ryoko's garden. A now enraged Ryoko murders him with a hoe and buries him in the garden. Yosuke is making Kanon angry. You're not gonna like Kanon when she's angry. Daisaku thinks Avi has an addiction to getting new addictions. Oh, maybe. Tiki and Claude, they want to raise the bar. In fact, they are the bar. Hisano decides to lend me a hand and murders a Komodo dragon that's on the loose in the arena. Thank you. However, Taka sees this and murders Hisano in a fit of rage. No thank you to you, Taka. No thank you to you. Usami is the best in the world. Chisa goes on a balloon popping spree, a cereal balloon popping spree. Chisa receives a medical supply from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. Shiro takes Haruka to Suplex City. George puts all of his faith into Atua. Avi, the ultimate jinx. That's me. I comment how well Ranger's doing. Always does Ranger well. He sure does. So watches as Ranger accepts his fate and walks right off of a cliff. Yikes. Beat slams Peko right through a table. Celeste and Reiko make a list of chores for Paimon to complete. Yasuke and Minamoto play cards. Minamoto bet all of his life points. He loses all of his life points, rather, and is killed for it. Takamichi asks Hiro if he likes boats. Hiro just says no. Genocide Jack, Ryoma, and the Inn unsuccessfully ambush Kei, Tharja, and Kyoko, who kill them instead and survive. The Raiden Shogun constructs a shack. Dimitri receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a box of chocolates. How delightful. Cork starts planting seeds in his garden. Teruteru drives up to McDonald's, wants an ice cream, but that machine broke within the time from the bloodbath to today. Ibuki, Crazy Oko, and Mew hold an intervention for my pancake addiction, but you know what? You're trying to take them away? I know what an intervention is. I know that you all think that I don't need these pancakes. I just got more for the horde. You must perish. You must perish. IG's unknown sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. Noelle doesn't believe in palindromes. That's my girl. She knows what's up. Oda does a sick kickflip, sick, but fails the landing and falls right on his face. Leone wonders what events are canon to the Danganronpa Hunger Games lure. Marco severely slices Kazuha with a sword. Their team is out for today. Togami asks Mai if everything's okay. Shoka and Kanji talk about their lives. Hajime, Sonia, and Nani Achiaki also hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I'm not gonna pay attention, but boy do I like those three characters, and boy do I love Danganronpa 2. I think it's still my favorite. Of the classic Danganronpas, Ultra Despair Girls is still my number one. Dojima throws sand into the eyes of Jotaro, causing him to go temporarily blind from the rest of the game. He's like, my eyes! Alice wants Avi to give donuts a chance. I missed that one, but Mitsurai plants flowers around his campsite because he's feeling the springtime love. Mahir drives up to McDonald's and they fix the ice cream machine. Akane, Edelgard, and Lawrence track down and chill with Taichi. Masaru fishes. Makoto comes before Korea in this event, and Yuta strangles Iris after engaging in a fistfight. We did lose more than 19 this time around. We lost 26, and that means we are really making our way through this competition, but it's a clear Lune 4. Monokuma, Kizakura, Shinyan, Kokichi, Kazuichi, Izuru, Neku, Jin, Mama, Mishima, Nekamaru, Mukuro, Mikan, Boss, Munakata, Hisano, Ranger, Minamoto, Genocide Jack, Ryoma, The End, Ibuki, Crazy Yoko Extra Large, Mew, Kazuha, Iris. You hate to see that. Although what you love to see is everybody's statuses, we will do another slow scroll, but if we control F, we still have a solid 80 people left. 80 people in totality. Actually, it's a little less because I typed in A. Yeah, there we go. 78 people. I was going to say that's not right. 78 folks remain, and as we scroll down, here they all are. We do, I believe, have some teams that are completely out now. If we scroll up, or scroll down rather, most teams still at least have somebody in, but a lot of teams are missing at least one person, especially the teams of 3. However, Bob Squad's still completely in, shockingly enough, even though, you know, I picked them in one of my picks. Seeking Justice is completely in as well. Mama and Daddy are completely out. Carry On's completely out. But I don't think that many teams are completely out. Everyone still has at least one person carrying on for the team. But except for Accessorize, they didn't actually do too well this season, even though they have a couple people with some pretty decent achievements in these series. But most other teams either completely in or have at least one person still fighting for them who will carry their team to victory. Let's proceed and find out. As we go on, we see that Night 2 begins with Ruka and Junko huddling for warmth. Kai makes a hot stew for dinner before bedding down for the night. Cork accidentally burns down Avi's wares and despairs, but I let it slide because that boy was like, it's an accident. I was like, I believe him. He's got no reason to lie. Kibo kills Sucrose for her supplies. Sucrose and the apothecary are out. They are out. And I keep saying they're out for the season, but there is a fan vote, so keep that in mind when you're voting. Fret finds an etch a sketch and shows Beat the portrait he made for Juzo. Fret was cheating on Beat with Juzo this entire time. Toko commits tax evasion. Alice is killed by a realistic doll. Killed and replaced by a realistic doll made in his image. Peko runs into Avi's words and despairs and jumps into a giant Monokuma plushie and falls asleep. She's like, oh, this is real comfortable. We got those at Avi's Words and Despairs. You know who doesn't have those? Yoko's Items and Misfortunes. Daisaku passes out from exhaustion. Kanon tries to set down a trap. Unfortunately, she ends up trapping herself. Tenmyoji sets up camp for the night. Any chance that Leon and Edelgard had a friendship is destroyed when they're forced to fight over the last slice of pizza. Jotaro asks Kei to help him go to sleep. He lifts him up, hits him with the go to sleep, lands him right on his knee. Jotaro is now blind and cold. Mitarai hates Haiji so strongly that he's created a squad against Haiji. I'm not gonna say a word. So befriends a Komodo dragon wearing a small pair of aviator goggles. Yasuke finds an etch-a-sketch, shows Tharja the portrait he made for Taichi. Yasuke was cheating on Tharja with Taichi all along? Natsumi is killed by a bite from a black mamba. You know exactly whose fault this is. You know exactly whose fault, and she'll be in the OC free-for-all whose fault it is. Yosuke was too cute for this world and sent it to a different plane of existence. That's a good boy. Mizuki, he's dead, but he's a good boy. Mizuki prays to Atua that she makes it out alive. With minimal bloodshed, of course. Joe kills Kyoko for her supplies. Rest in peace to her. Tiki wants to speak with the manager of Avi's Wares and Despairs. Maybe I should be the manager of Avi's Wares and Despairs. I'm just a promoter. And the face that runs the place. Claude has a dream of Akane winning. Is this a premonition or a part of a scheme? Anyone else's hands, a microphone is just a microphone, but in Keiji's hands, it's a pipe bomb, which he uses to blow up Lauren's. Rest in peace to him. Taka develops an irrational fear of Karia after having a nightmare about him. You thought it was Karumi, but it was me, Dio. Not you thought it was me, Dio, but it was me, Karumi. Someone's gonna make that swap. Someone's gonna make that 100%. Mondo stands outside of Chisa's camp with a candy pail. Chisa gives Mondo a full-size candy bar because that is what Chisas do. Where in the world is Sonya? Never mind. Dojima holds an insect meet and greet. Yuta, the Raiden Shogun, and Togami were unfortunately allergic to bees. Rest in peace to them. Dimitri's reflection distorts and shows him his true self as he pleads with what he sees. Leone etches a sketch in a tree. Sarah takes it as a threat. Kyutaro and Paimon. Oh, it's raining. So little dispute over an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Shoka sees a fire but stays hidden. Chihiro. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Play a friendly game of Uno with Rantaro, Ryoko, and George. Ryoko wins. She forgot how to play the rules. She forgot the rules though. Masaru hops into an inflatable cauldron and makes jokes about how he's emergency food. He might have a problem. Who really has a problem is Maru as she throws Hiro off of a cliff. Then she does the same thing to Reiko, and then to Celeste, and then to Takamichi, and you know, heck, she even does it to Nane Achiaki. Okay, Mahiru. I don't think that event has ever popped up. It's never popped up. Hajime and Oda and Mai get into a scrum debate with Crom, Ningguang, and Yui about who the strongest character in Danganronpa is. I think it might be Mahiru after she threw all those people off of a cliff. Marco stops and gives some help. Kanji confesses love for Makoto. Makoto lovingly embraces him, accepting the confession. Monica delivers an intense motivational speech to Chie and Usami, inspiring them to give it their all these games. Guy spent all of his perks maxing out luck. Any chance that Noelle and Sayaka had friendship is destroyed and they're forced to fight over the last slice of pizza. Yes, Noelle. Yes, hate Sayaka. Teru thinks about winning, and we will proceed. And now, day 3. Usami tells a frustrated Jotaro to chill out. Just take it easy. Juzo is making Haiji angry. Juzo's not gonna like Haiji when he's angry, but Haiji could win this one. It's a possibility. Is it a probability? Not yet. Chihiro takes a sip of scalding hot liquid, but proves too much for him. He spits it into Kanon's face. Toko, Fret, and Oda, they fend off a pack of starving wolves. That, you know, that changes the group. They might work together in these games. Are they all alone right now? No, Ryoko's still in, I think. Togami is gone. Kanon's still in. But she's not a part of those. Natsumi, I think, might be out. Oda might be alone. Toko, I think Pekko's still in? We'll have to wait and see. Mayu accidentally blurts out the fact that she likes Dimitri in a non-platonic way. Dimitri declines that and says that he doesn't like her that way. You're both crazy. You saw what she just did in the last round. Y'all are both nuts. Mizuki asks Keiji if everything's okay. Masaru receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Karia and Kanji and Yui hold an intervention for my pancake addiction, but I'm not showing up for those 3. Even though I actually really like all 3 of those characters. Oh, no. I've been to too many of those today. Mai tells Kyutaro that he's not a clown, but the entire circus Tharja starts writing a novel. Will she ever finish it? Junko hangs a mistletoe in the arena. Yasuke exclaims, not the Komodos, for every reason in particular. Akane finds Shuichi's hat, probably on his corpse, puts it on. Sarah gets drenched in honey sticky. Kibo is trying to overthrow Avi when he fails miserably, as one does. Survives thanks to Joe. Dojima sets up an ice cream shack. Alice joins as Dojima's faithful assistant Kai, Karumi, and guys band together to fend off a pack of starving wolves. Leone reminisces about Season 2. You weren't even around for Season 2. I didn't even know you existed in Season 2. Did I? No. I didn't. I don't think I started Fire Emblem until Season 3, and that's just when I started it now that I think about it. Taichi attempts to climb a tree but falls on Sayaka, killing them both. You know what? I've said it a lot this game that I've been vibing with Final Gambit for some reason, and even in this game, they've just been having my back on everything, including taking out Sayaka, even though she is one of my picks. Thanks anyway, Taichi. Hope your team comes out. Hope they show up and show off. Monica tends to Mondo's wounds. Tenmyoji confesses his love for Chisa. Choots is like, cool, see ya, homie. Shoka can't wait to kill Sayaka this game. Well, good luck with that, Shoka. Daisaku grabs a burning log and hurls it at Paimon's tent, setting it aflame, roasting Paimon alive. So Chie and Ruka get chased by a rampaging Mitarai. This game he means business. Tiki plants some trees. George was being a clown. Leon makes a poem for his tag team partner Ningguang. Pekka wonders if Nagito has Nagito insurance. Sonia violently shakes a tree to knock loose some fruit. Crom confesses how much she's come to hate Ryoko. She runs away crying and then forgets about it. Avi, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Beat 1? I was gonna say 0 off the scale, but I'll give him a 1. Sometimes Beat, he's something, but I love that man, I do. Marco, Makoto, Claude, Taka, and Quark look for other people to kill. Rantaro and Edelgard work together to drown Teru. You hate to see it. Noelle does a sick kickflip though. Sick! K is trapped in a burning box. Not a burning box. Imagine he's just trapped in a burning box. He dies. He will die when we click proceed too. But no, deadly poison every hour. Dead or alive, we'll find out soon. Hajime tries to find every hidden Monokuma on the school grounds. We still have 19 gone. I'm sorry, 17 gone. That brings us down once again after Claire de Lune 4. Sucrose, Natsumi, Yosuke, Kyoko, Lawrence, Yuta, Raiden, Togami, Yasuhiro, Reiko, Celeste, Takamichi, Nane Aichiaki, Taichi, Sayaka, Paimon, Teru Teru. I think we can go through everyone at this point. I think we can after I drink some water, because I need it. Oh yeah. We have the entirety of Where's My Glove, Headphone, Vibe, and still has Masaru. The Hornbearers have Rantaro. The Selfless Saviors still have 2 of their folks, Juzo and Keiji. Hashtag Spoiled just has Oda. Corrupted Code's completely in. And sometimes they just do suspiciously well together. The one that had the managers still have Kanon. Jailbirds, Alice. Robotics Club has Monica and Kibo. Cutting Words is completely in. To Be Me still has Chihiro hanging on, living on a prayer. Usami, still around for a fairy's guide to everything magical, and she knows how to carry for her team and win championships. Kirigiri Protection Agency still has Yui. Do You Remember has Ryoko and Fret trying to remember. Bob Squad's completely in, and Mahiru's putting on a clinic today. Cat Owner's Paradise is just down to Marco. Sinister Side's completely in. And as we scroll down, the well-fed athletes still have Akane. Seeking Justice is also completely in, and they all have kills to their name, which is interesting. Identity Crisis has Hajime and Kei. Kiss from a Rose still has the one and only Noelle. Shatter Machine completely in. Former champions, they want those titles back. They're already in? No, they're not already in, are they? No, they're not already in. They want another shot. Oh man, I forgot they lost at the start of this. They're not already in the finale. It would almost be poetic justice for them to get it at the very end and try and compete one more time for those titles, but we'll have to see if they get that. Strong and Soft, Daisaku and Mondo. United We Fall, Mitarai. Unhealthy Obsession, Tharja. Grand Scheme, Claude. Sugar Daddies, Gaius, Karia. Concealed Blades, Kai. Edelgard. Royal Shepherd, Sonya. Krom, Dimitri. And Haiji for Unhinged Commanders, actually. Final Gambit has their final player, Makoto. Sour Patch Kids has Ruruka. Retirement Home, Tenmyoji. Himbro still have Kanji and Beat. The Mets still have Kyutaro and Mizuki. The Mathletes with Yasuke and Quark. Anthropology, Shoka. Set of Pipes, though, have lost the key to it all, Takamichi, but they're going to try and put this one on lock. Tiki and Joe. We are going to go on. We still have a big game, but it's one of those things where one arena event could change the landscape and cut this game in half. Want to see some of the new arena events that I've put in there. Will they happen? I don't know. I'm not entirely certain, but we will proceed to see. Night 3 begins with Chisa and Sonya. In an intense game of rock, paper, scissors, Chisa loses and has a sad feeling in her chest. Shoka, Dojima, Kanan all have s'mores around the campfire. Krom and Kanji sing some show tunes together. I think Kanji would love that, and I think Krom would kind of get into it towards the end of it. Sarah, Junko, Mitarai enter a scrum debate with Yui, Mizuki, Makoto. They argue about V3's ending. Oda refuses to leave an injured Pancake Champion's side. Gaius ships Marco and Leon. They're incredibly uncomfortable. Peko gets killed and replaced by a realistic doll made in her image. I'll allow it. George fires a truth bullet at Kai, but Kai pulls out an Uno reverse card, causing the bullet to change directions, exposing George's lies and piercing his heart. You hate to see that. That's why you always keep an Uno reverse card on you. To build each other's trust, Kei and Chie decide to do trust falls in the very first instance. Kei actually steps aside and lets Chie fall to the ground. You're gonna get kicked, my guy. You're gonna get kicked. Ryoko steals Keiji's first kiss. Alice and Claude exercise underneath the stars. Joe reminisces about season 7. Jotaro and Yasuke get on a balcony and watch the stars together. Fret, his reflection shows a true version of himself as he pleads with what he sees in anyone else's hands. A microphone is just a microphone, but in Kibo's hands, it's a pipe bomb. Dimitri and Juzo discuss if that big stone is a boulder or a rock. Any chance that Tenmyoji and Rantaro had a friendship destroyed when they're fighting over that last slice of pizza. Monica finds a sleeping Edelgard on the ground. Little Monica raises her hand, she waves it in front of her face, she says, "You can't see me." Dust off her shoulder, falling, punching Edelgard right in the face. Noelle finds a wish ring and wishes that Karia's neck snaps. Somewhere else in the arena, Karia just suddenly... and he's gone. Tharja sets Kyutaro on fire with a Molotov, and so his reign of terror has come to an end. Akane tries to stay up all night to catch the mastermind. Kyutaro is... I'm sorry, Cork's unknown sponsor is Beat. And you know, I kind of believe that. I actually really believe that. Usami and Tiki battle in an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Usami loses at a sad feeling in her chest. Toko and Hajime play strip poker. One thing leads to another and end up burying Toko's body in the courtyard. Hajime? Y'all want to explain? So, Finn, Chihiro, Kurumi, and Leone are away from Aspire. Mahiru dyes her hair orange and is now looking quite like her tag team partner Leone. Ningguang accuses Avi of not being the real Avi. Haiji submits an application to join the squad. I'm sorry, my guy. Denied. Quickly denied. Daisaku has no weaknesses. Ruruka catches Masaru with a comically large box of, a giant box of comically placed banana peels, and Taka swaps some My Pancakes out for waffles. Taka, this is a big game and we don't have time for this. We don't have time for the shenanigans, and I'm going to make sure that you never shenan again. Disqualified. Get out of here. Send him to the cuddly bear pit. Yeah, that's where I send people who switch the cuddly bear pit. I tell you what, they're cuddly, but they also claw you to shreds. Hey, let's go on to the next round. We'll proceed. We did lose a couple of people, and we're about to lose even more because it's arena event time. No, it's just day 4. Mizuki sets up an ice cream shack. Masaru comes and buys some. It was actually delicious. Steals a tray of Monica's freshly baked cookies. Quark and Hajime want to raise the bar. Actually, they are the bar. Sarah searches for firewood. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Claude receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Pillars of lava shoot out of the ground as Sonya and Yasuke duel to the death. Yasuke accidentally slips, falls to the ground as a pillar of lava erupts underneath him and he perishes. Leona embraces the power of positivity. However, this is one of those sad majority votes, isn't it? Dimitri and Edelgard, they are duking it out in this game of majority vote. Tiki, Mitarai, Juzo, and Akane are also all there. Edelgard, with her sharp tongue, is able to convince everyone that an unhinged Dimitri is the one that they should vote out. He's been trying to beg to them, plead to them that he's the keymaster, but at every turn, Edelgard's been able to sway the audience. However, it was true. He only spoke the truth. Dimitri was the keymaster and received the most votes. So everyone, Edelgard, Tiki, Mitarai, Juzo, Akane, and Dimitri himself were executed. You know, I kind of like, I'm liking this event even more, the majority vote events, when I kind of like tell a small story about them. Haiji tries to sneak attack Shoka, but Shoka catches on and runs away. Mahiru seems to be dead, but it's a lie. So and Kai hunt for other tributes. Jotaro embraces the power of positivity. Beats. Oh no, he doesn't actually beat death. Beat plays death, plays chess with death, but he loses the game and loses his life. He does not beat him. Ryoko spins so fast she becomes a human Beyblade. Chie confides in Kibo. Joe attempts to strangle Mondo, but actually ends up massaging his shoulders. Darja, Oda, guys, discuss the killing life so far. Rantaro sees Noah holding a meeting with Daisaku, Kanji, and Usami. Chisa works for Avi's Wares and Despairs. Oh yes. And is sick and tired of so many people defecting to Yoko's Island of Misfortune, so she burns it down. Junko. Hold on, Junko. I'm sorry, Junko of the squad, Junko. You work for who now? You work for who now? Works for Yoko's and brought insurance just last week, so you got the intel, huh? You got the intel. We gotta talk after this game, Junko. Unfortunately, Kurumi, Karam, Makoto K, and Yui all got burned alive. Chisa still considers this a win. This is turning out to be a bloody night. Ningguang is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Marco and Leon hunt for their tributes. Tenmyoji isn't crying, he's sweating from his eyes. Chihiro, Fret, Alice get into a fight. Alice actually triumphantly kills them both, taking them both out, and I think that's the end of both of their teams? Maybe Ryoko's still alive, actually. Ruka shoots an arrow at KGB but misses, killing Dojima. Peko uses a slash kill on Kanon, but I disable cheats. Peko, you're disqualified. We had someone win a title like that. We had Usami. No, we had Monofini retain the title like that, I think. We'll proceed once again to Fallen Tributes. We lost another 22. We are making our way in this game. Especially after this Claire de Lune 4. George. Karia. Kyutaro. Toko. Taka. Yasuke. Dimitri, Edelgard, Tiki, Mitarai, Juzo, Akane, Beat, Kurumi, Krom, Makoto, Kei, Yui, Chihiro, Fret, Dojima, Peko. We'll see everybody's statuses and we will check how many people are left. We are down to just 30 something? Yeah, 39. And they are Mai from Where's My Glove. Masaru, Headphone Vibin, Hornbearers still have Rantaro, selfless saviors just with Keiji. Hashtag spoiled with Oda. Corrupted Code, they know how to survive in these games. They surely do. Both former singles champions, so the only non-Danganronpa Hunger Games singles champion. Or non-Danganronpa singles champion, rather. Kanon for the women managers, Jailbird still have Alice. The Robotics Club still have 2. Monica and Kibo. Usami remains for a fairy's guide to everything magical. Do you remember still has Ryoko trying to remember. Bob Squad is shockingly completely in. Cat Owner's Paradise still has Marco. Sinister Side is completely in. Chisa has 5 KOs. Identity Crisis still has Hajime. Kiss from a Rose still has Noelle. Shatter Machine's completely in as well. Don't count them out. They want those titles back. Strong and Soft with Daisaku and Mondo. Unhealthy Obsession Tharja with 5 KOs. Grand Scheme Claude has been plotting this entire time. Will that plot come to fruition? Sugar Daddy still have Guys. Concealed Blades Kai. Royal Shepherd Sonya. Unhinged Commanders Haiji. Sour Patch Kids Ruka. Retirement Home Tenmyoji. Kanji Himbros. The Mets Mizuki. Mathletes Quark. Anthropology Shoka. And Joe Remains for Set of Pipes. Shall we? Let's do it. 39 people left, no arena events, no feast, but I tell you what, if one happens, we might jump to your saving grace picks. It is night 4, and Rantaro sets up a shop, a rival store, for me. We can fight. We can fight, Rantaro. I know you're sounding my horns all the time, but like, hey, we can fight. Hajime prepares Seaside Homicide. It works and kills Ningguang. And Hajime has been kind of on a roll. Tharja loves Claude as much as Maki loves Kaito. Interesting, Tharja. Fire Emblem romance going on there. Keiji throws a Molotov at Chisa after the fire dissipates. Keiji's somehow perfectly okay, but what about Chisa? That's my employee. Ruka and Joe are trapped inside a box for the night to decide to use their imaginations to liven things up. Haiji, I needed an event. That is this event. They decide to use their imaginations to liven things up, so they imagine a deadly poison releasing every hour. Are they dead or are they alive? Haiji starts a dance party. Guys, Oda, and Quark join in. A good time was just had by all. That's a lot of people down there. That's a lot of people. Kanji submits an application to join the squad. Mondo walks up to him and says, yeah, you're not getting in. I could see him getting in. Leone dresses up a Chie, but breaks out in cost box. Chie just laughs. A good time had between teammates. Usami works for both AV's Wares and Despairs and Yoko's Items and Misfortunes because she's in extreme debt. And then we see these folk. Can we please hit that, what is it, that Lost Dimension? What is it? Do I even have it on the soundboard? I know I have it on the soundboard. Clown discussion, majority vote. It's not the majority vote. Wish, do I not? I must have it. There's the funk right there. And the industry steps occurs. Lost Dimension, there it is. Sonya, Sarah, Alice, So, Jotaro, Ryoko, Mizuki, Junko, Marco, Mai, and Mahi were forced to vote on which one of them is a traitor and then have that traitor be executed. Junko is that traitor that they voted in. She's starting to dust, but were they correct? You're dang right they were correct because she's working for Yoko's and she didn't tell me? Okay. Apartment complex? Really? Kibo finds it quite simple. Shoka goes to the left of the hotel with Noelle, but somehow wakes up next to Kanon, and Kai, Masaru, and Daisaku enter a scrum debate with Leon, Tenmyoji, and Monica. They argue about V3's ending. We will proceed now to day 5. Alice sees a completely pale Noelle washed ashore, revives her with CPR, but doesn't stop when Noelle regains consciousness. Ooh, scandalous. Kibo panders to the audience. Kanji's allergies are so bad he sneezes the arena right back to this month. Congratulations, we were in December for so long. Claude collects fruit from a tree. Masaru is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Mahiru cannot handle the circumstances and commits a murder. Tenmyoji's body is found in a lake. Oh no! A Monokuma unit corners and mauls Chie. Rantaro deliberately jumps off of a cliff. Jotaro, Kanon, and Mondo hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. Mondo, pancake champion, really? I'll show up because of you, but I don't care. Plus ratio. Didn't ask. I'm leaving. Hajime is confused about why there's a pink Home Depot in the arena. Oda's trap actually kills the Mets Mizuki. They are out of this one. Leon raises Sarah's hopes and then dashes them quite expertly. Marco makes a deal with Monica. You just made a deal with the devil. Tharja shoots So with a shrink ray and then just steps on him. I don't think that was a shrink ray. I just think she used a curse. She just magicked that man's. Usami still working for both these. She's just reiterating, help me, please sponsor me. 2 times in a row, Usami. You really need the funds, don't you? Daisaku receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Guys, plant some trees. This one's really cracking me up, I'm not gonna lie. Joe sets up a Ice Cream Shack, nobody comes. Chisa makes a Danganronpa rewrite where Ruruka's the protagonist. Keiji sprains his ankle while running away from Kai. Quark, Sonya, and Shoka hold an intervention for my pancake addiction, but let me tell you, they just bring me a whole bunch of pancakes, and let me tell you, that's the best way to handle this. So Shoka, Sonya, this match is really filling out, and Quark. World Pancake Championship match. That is a big match that's happening. It might be our largest World Pancake Championship match of all time. But Mai just pushes Leone right off of a cliff during a knife fight. You hate to see that. A lot of heavy damage sustained to Bob Squad. They're just down to Mahiru now. And Ryoko grabs a burning log of wood and hurls it at Haiji's camp, setting it aflame. Haiji's roasting alive his team's chances of going on. We will proceed. It is 9 more gone. It is a Clear Day Lune 4. Ningguang, Junko, Tenmyoji, Chie, Rantaro, Mizuki, So, Leone, Haiji. We'll see everybody's statuses. I think that brings us down to 30 question mark. We had 39 before, right? Yes, 30. Almost a standard size game. Will likely be a standard size game after this next one. Mai, Masaru, Keiji, Oda, Jailbirds, Alice, 2. Corrupted Code's actually completely gone now. 2 for the Robotics Club, Monica and Kibo. Fairy's Guide to Everything Magical has Usami, and Ryoko still around. Bob Squad still has Mahiru. Cat Owner's Paradise still has Marco. Sinister Side has Chisa and Sarah. They're completely in as well. Hajime still has Identity Crisis. Kiss from a Rose still has Noelle. Shatter Machine still has Leon and Jotaro. Strong and Soft still has Daisaku and Mondo. Unhealthy Obsession started with 6 KOs. Claude for the Grand Scheme is still scheming. Sugar Daddy still has Gaius. Concealed Blades with Kai. Royal Shepherds with Sonya. Ruka for the Sour Patch Kids. Himbros still have Kanji. Cork for the Mathletes. Shoka for the Anthropology. And Set of Pipes still have Joe. Boom, boom, boom. But, are you guys ready? Who will come in on top? One team will beat them all unless there's a tie. That's a possibility. It'd be nice to have a tie in this episode, but we will proceed and we will see. Night 5. Gaius gets bonked on the head. Hajime finds a big red button, presses it immediately as if he had a death wish. Much to his disappointment, the button does nothing. A starving Kibo trades nearly half of his supplies for Claude's loaf of bread. It's all a part of his scheme. Kanji overpowers Kan on killing her. Mai stands out of Usami's camp with a candy bale. Usami gives Mai a knife to the chest. Do you know why? Because she doesn't have money. She's working at Avi's Wares and Despairs, and she's working Yoko's and Lives and Misfortunes because she's going on tough times. She's like, I don't have full-size candy bars. She stabs her, takes her money. Oda, Marco, Joe, and Chisa attend a hard cider drinking competition. Oda wins as the others slowly die from alcohol poisoning. Rest in peace to them, but good on you, Oda. Under the cover of darkness, Keiji spies on Masaru. Shoka prays to Atu that she makes it out alive with minimal bloodshed, of course. Daisaku starts a fire. Sarah, Mondo, and Ruka spend all night making a treehouse together. The end product isn't very good. In fact, you can't really climb up there. It's pretty bad. But the important thing is that they worked on it together, right? Ryoko hesitates to kill Monica, so Monica blows herself up with a grenade. Monica, why? Monica, why? Because Ryoko is Junko, I understand. I got you. Junko is technically still around. Quark and Alice steal from Tharja's camp while she's asleep. Kai latches onto Jotaro's back and blows himself up trying to protect Leon, but that's his tag team partner! What's going on? Jotaro, are you trying to implode the team? The attack works. Jotaro is blown to smithereens. Sonya goes to the Love Hotel with Noelle, and Mahiru finds an Etch-a-Sketch somehow. After a few hours, she creates a masterpiece. We still have a day to get through, I believe, and that is day 6. Sarah wakes up immediately, has pancakes for breakfast. She's already in this match, but let me tell you, it's good to see her trying to ensure that she is going on to that World Pancake Championship match. She's already there. We'll see if it happens. Tharja asks Hajime if he likes boats. Hajime's just like, no. Kibo becomes spherical. Spherical? That's a weird upgrade that you would put on that man's. Name a more iconic trio than Oda, Keiji, and Noelle. Go on. I'll wait. I didn't know they were so iconic. Quark teaches Shoka some Friday moves. Little does Shoka know that Quark is teaching her wrong as a joke. Mahiru throws a discarded dumbbell into Ruruka's head, and they finally found out that his scheme was far too powerful. Sonya, Kanji, Ryoko, Leon, and Alice track down and kill Claude. Usami, Masaru, and Daisaku join the Adventurers Guild and are assigned roles based on their stats. Usami is the Righteous Knight, Masaru the Wise and Wizard, and Daisaku's a janitor. You win this game as a janitor, my guy, and you will become the arena's official janitor. Never forget, that's always a thing. Gaius receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a giant stuffed bear. Where in the world is Mondo dead? He's dead. We'll proceed though. We are down to another 11. 11 gone. That brings us to just 19. No arena event, no feast, but I feel like the feast is coming up after this Claire de Lune 4. Kanan, Mai, Marco, Joe, Chisa, Monica, Kai, Jotaro, Ruruka, Claude, Mondo. Now we'll see everybody's statuses, and we are down to a manageable 19. They are Mondo. For headphone vibing, selfless saviors still have KG. Hashtag spoiled with Oda. The jailbirds still have Alice. Kibo remains for the Robotics Club. A Fairy's Guide to Everything Magical still sees Usami. Do you remember? Still has Ryoko. Bob Squad, Maihu, who's been putting on a clinic. Sinister Side still has Sarah, who could snap at any moment. Identity Crisis still has Hajime carrying on for them. Kiss from a Rose still has Noelle. Shatter Machine has Leon as their last hope. Speaking of last hopes, Strong and Soft, Daisaku for them. Unhealthy Obsessions still have Tharja. Sugar Daddies have Guys. Royal Shepherds have Sonia. Himbros have Kanji. Mathletes have Quark. Anthropology have Shoka. And I believe that means it's a 1v1, v1 times, 19. It's a 1v9, it's 19 people all on their own trying to carry on for their teams. It is the last stand for all of these teams with their 1 competitors left. But it's 9 more until your saving grace picks. Who will be on that list? I don't know. But we definitely will have a feast coming soon. But in that feast, I thought first, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I thought it was not going to be Ryoko, because she unknowingly eats toxic berries, but Tharja panics and tries to cure her. But failed. Odo sings a romantic song to Mahiru. Keiji, what are you doing? Forcing Sarah to kill Daisaku or Alice, she decides to end the chances of Alice and Ryoma. She kills Alice, rest in peace. Leon was too cute for this world and ascended to a different plane of existence. They will not get another chance. Kibo goes directly to jail. I think that might mean that he's eliminated. Sonia loves Gaius as much as Maki loves Kaito. Hajime rests in a fruit tree. Kanji finally shakes the tree to knock loose some fruit, but it also causes Hajime to fall to his death. Hajime is out of this one. Quark, Noelle, Usami spend the night making potions. Shogun never wants to do her Megalovania ever again, and Masaru receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. We are now down to the feast. Oh yeah, it is. I felt it. The cornucopia is replenished for the last time in tag team action before the finale. Food, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Quark decides not to go. Shoka sets Mahiru on fire with a Molotov, and thus ends Bob Squad, who had one heck of a run today. Sonia snaps Keiji's neck. Mashu shoots a poison spark into Kanji's neck, slowly killing him as well. Noelle kills Gaius with a hatchet. The Sugar Daddies are out of this one. Daisaku, Sarah, Usami, and Oda team up to gather food, memoirs, weapons, supplies, all of the things, and Tharja falls into a pit and dies. Rest in peace to her. We still have a day to get through, but we're well within saving grace picks, and we will get even closer as Noelle and Sarah are sitting in a tree. Killing Oda. Rest in peace to him. Shoka asks for Sonia's axolotl. Sonia gets confused. Masaru dies of their gold. He's like, it's time to go Super Saiyan! Usami and Daisaku want to raise the bar. Actually, they are the bar, and Quark smells a rat. We are down to just 8. Just 8. After this, Claire de Lune 4. Ryoko, Alice, Leon, Kibo, Hajime, Mahiru, Keiji, Kanji, Gaius, Tharja, Oda. This is it. It's your final 8. It is indeed your final 8. Are you ready? It's 8 teams. It's a 1v1v1v1. A 1v1v1v1. It's your final 8. But your picks might be gone. Your picks are probably gone. But if they're not gone, hey, you might need you might want to make some new picks for your saving grace picks. Headphone vibing sees Masaru. For the longest time, he had not been able to find his stride, but with Neku by his side, he's been able to make some magic happen. Can he make it happen in the large game? One last time, one last stand for headphone vibing. A Fairy's Guide to Everything Magical, Usami. She's won tag team gold before. Can she win it in the finale by carrying Paimon with her today? Could she be one step closer to being a 2-time tag team champion? I'm not certain, but we will proceed. Usami is still in today. Sinister Side. Do not count out a red-eyed Sarah. Do not count out a Sarah who will do anything it takes to come out on top. A Sarah who deceives and plays with the emotions of the remaining tributes. That kind of Sarah could be in our game. Her Sinister Side might show to help Chisa carry on. Kiss from a Rose, Noelle. The Queen, the real Archon of Geo. Can she carry on for Kaede and Lawrence? They made magic happen last season, but didn't win the titles. Can they do it again? Get one more shot. Kiss from a Rose. Strong and soft, Daisaku claimed his first win this season, early in preseason, and became the singles agent of chaos. Can he become tag team champion at the end of the season? He could get one step closer today. The Royal Shepherd Sonya finally found her stride again. Can she find it one more time today? Just this past Friday? No, this past Thursday. She found her stride, claimed a victory. Can she do that again today, except this time in tag team action? I don't know. If she does, she might find herself as a double champion at the end of the season. She might find herself holding all of the gold if she's really lucky at the end of the season, because she's in the Pancake Championship match too. Mathlete C. Quark, he's already led his team to gold before with Nagisa. Minimoto has held tag team gold before too. Yasuke is the only one on their team who has never had tag team gold, and Anthropology sees Shoka. Brand new to the competition. But can she come out on top for Anthropology? None of these people have held gold before. Aiko is sometimes lost in afterthought. Iris, never forget her. Although she's got another game coming out soon. Another Somnium Files is about to release. Shoka wants to carry on for them. She wants to be the one. Make your picks first, second, and third. It's 8 teams left. I'm gonna make them right now. I know you know how to make them. You go in the comments, you go on there, you make sure you like and subscribe, you do all the things that the good people do. I'm gonna make my picks right now. I got Sinister Side for first. I think Sarah's gonna take this one. I think she's gonna do it by diabolical means. I think she's gonna smile creepily as she takes out the last remaining competitor. Give me Daisaku for second. I think he's gonna have started early this season with a win, and he's gonna end with his second win this season, tag team action. And third, I gotta pick Noelle in my top 3. I got to. That's my girl. That's my ride or die. Still in Genshin, she's my ride or die. Can't beat her. She does it all, including winning this game. Just you wait and see. But those are my top 3. That's who I got. But I will say with certainty, it's your final 8. And Masaru, Usami, Sarah, Noelle, Daisaku, Sonya, Quark, and Shoka are all standing tall. They have the same hope and the same determination, the same pulse as that of a samurai woman. The final 8. Who's gonna win it? Let's find out. Let's proceed to see. Kotoko introduces Daisaku to her long-lost twin Kotoka. Usami confesses her love for Sarah. Sarah lovingly embraces her, accepting the confession. Noelle's busting out her DDR skills, finds a DDR machine, plugs it in, balloon sparkles everywhere as she dances all around, breaks it down. Sonya grabs a dumbbell and starts working out. Quark is bleeding out, but thankfully receives fresh blood from an unknown sponsor, and Masaru adopts Shoka as his child. We didn't lose a single soul. This was actually just a really pleasant day for our final 8. That's going to change. It's going to change, isn't it? Oh yeah, it does. It most definitely does. As Shoka bleeds out due to untreated injuries, Masaru takes Sarah to Suplex City. Noelle steps on a Lego brick wall barefoot and dies. Daisaku throws sand into the eyes of Quark and runs off. Sonya seems to be alive, but it's a lie. Sonya has also perished. And Usami dives into a pile of plushies. The plushies prove too much for her, and Usami drowns in the plush. I think this one day halved our competitors from 8 to 4. And it's a terrible turnabout. 4. Shoka, Noelle, Sonya, Usami. Which leads us to see everybody's statuses. It's just Masaru for headphone vibe and could make magic happen again. Sarah, could she show her sinister side today? Strong and soft, Daisaku wants his second win. He wants to carry on for strong and soft. And lastly, we see Cork. Do not count him out in tag team action. He and Nagisa made magic happen before. They almost made magic happen twice. He got, I think, second place when they were defending their titles. Mathletes. They want to do it. Cork wants to do it for them this time. Will it be? I don't know. But it's your final four. And within our final five, Cork, Daisaku, Sarah, and Masaru. All stand tall. All stand wisely. All stand right here. But they're caught in what we like to call a crisis of fate. Shall we? Let's do it. The final four, the Mathletes. Strong and soft. Sinister Side. Headphone vibing. We see. Does it all end? It might. Does it? It does! It ends as he's continuing to find his stride. Cork finds a stereo and presses play. Unfortunately, those sick beats are his execution music and he dies horribly. Masaru fires a truth bullet at Daisaku. It exposes his lies and pierces his heart. And Sarah finds a dark Deva in the arena. However, her sinister side has not shown. It attacks her, bites straight through her heart, killing her, which leads us to just one man. It leads us to just one champion, and that person will go on. He found his stride again. And I'll save it for announcing him as your winner. Before, headphone vibing was an afterthought. So often they would get close, so often they would just miss. But ever since Masaru decided to team up with Neku, they don't miss. They hit every time, and they're hitting their way to the tag team finale. Masaru, for headphone vibing, takes the win. He did it. Can I believe it? I can't. Because you know what? He was here to prove that it was not a fluke, and Masaru comes out again. Tag team action. He won for the team. Congratulations, Masaru. Headphone vibing came out on top. Masaru and Neku take that final spot outside of the fan votes. Because there they are. First and foremost, Masaru. Masaru. Bring it up right there. Oh, yes. Oh, delightful. Masaru and Neku take that final spot. And you can see Hired Hand, the secret episode was indeed found. They're going on as well. Don't forget about them. But you guys still have one fan vote. One team in this episode outside of headphone vibing will go on as well, and that will be through your votes, and those votes are open right now in the description. Make sure to check that out. In the pinned comment, if you're watching this immediately, maybe it's not there already because, you know, work. However, it is probably in the community tab. Yes, it should be in the community tab, but it's definitely in the description. Go ahead, select those teams, make those picks. It is time. Masaru for first. Sarah took second for Sinister Side, Daisaku for third, Cork for fourth, Usami fifth, Sonya sixth, Noel seventh, Shoka eighth, Oda ninth, and rounding off your top 10, Tharja. If you want to remember those teams when you're voting in that tag team royale, that tag team fanboy royale, make sure to remember them. But we'll scroll down and we'll see everyone else. Claude's grand scheme, it almost got him there, but we will go on, we will proceed. Dang, what a massive game. Let me do a slower scroll. Look at all these folks. Look at all these competitors. They all did their best. They all tried their hardest. Some of them did better than others. But it was a memorable time. And especially memorable for headphone vibing. They are the winners this time around. Neku in 98th place, but all the way at the top, we had the one and only Masaru, who's found his stride. Congratulations to him. Kaito, we gotta talk. Mitarai did the best that he could. He got to 52nd place, but like, yo, you two, you gotta do better. Maybe you'll get voted in, but like, we'll see. Toko started this thing by taking out Kaito. He was hiding. He was like, they can't kill me if they can't find me. He hit horribly. He threw like a blanket over his head. And it all ended with Daisaku firing a truth bullet at the Agents of Chaos. The singles Agent of Chaos, Daisaku, exposed his lies, pierced his heart, won this game. Congratulations to him. Proceed one more time. Masaru in first, we all know it. But the KOs, who had the most of them? Mahiru. After she threw multiple people off a cliff, she was putting on a clinic, but her clinic came to an end. Tharja had 6, Chisa Kanji had 5, Masaru, our winner, had 4, as well as Noelle and Kyutaro. 3 for Alice, Dojima, Hajime, Kei, Kai, Keiji, Kyoko, Ryoko, and Sonya. Everyone else had 2 or less. Congratulations to every team who was here, but most of all, congratulations to the team that took it all, Headphone Vibing. We will go on to that finale, but you guys get to vote on one more team. Go back to the reaping, because it's time to end this one. It was a long one. Stay classy tomorrow. It is probably going to be another long one. 1 versus 100. I hope you're ready for it. It is going to be absolutely glorious. Get ready. Get ready, get set. You're the Zenith. Toon Link, Dave, Anomaly, the Gnome Lucaris. Your United States Savior taking off. What a run. Headphone Vibing. I'm happy for Masaru, because he went so long without a win. So long without a win. However, we do still have 2 competitors who are still going so long without a win. I'm looking at you two. Where are y'all? Where are you? United We Fall, where are y'all? I scrolled past them, but you know what? They gotta do better, and they will do better. I believe in them. I believe in them. Will they do it this season? Probably not. Unless you guys vote them in. I'm not saying vote them in, because there's a lot of other teams who also might deserve it this season. Don't forget our tag team Agents of Chaos. They had a pretty quiet season this season. Maybe you want them in. The Horn Bears. We know how dominant they've been. Do you want another dominant force in the Danganronpa Hunger Games finale? Think about who could stop Manga Mayhem, because all signs just points to them winning in tag team action. Who could stop them? I don't know. That's up to you guys. Go ahead and make your choices. The first round is open right now. It closes 24 hours. Good luck. Stay classy. Toodaloo. Flight crew. Thanks for watching.